Good morning. So nice to see you as we begin yet another 3+U this morning. I wasn't quite sure how I was going to introduce our first guest, but I think I've just come up with it. So yesterday we were in Blue Ridge, kind of preparing for an hour-long feature we'll bring your way in a couple of weeks. And while we were up there spending the day in Blue Ridge, of course our thoughts went to what a charming community that is, how we're watching so many people choose to move there from all across the country for its community and beauty that it provides. The same thing, of course, is happening right here in Chattanooga. So that is my segue in with Charlotte Mabry, who is back on the show to open things up with the Charlotte Mabry team. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. Thank you.
The reason I had that lead in is not because we'll talk real estate, which we will, and the tone of the market for buyers and sellers, but as our real estate market grows and we become more and more sought after, your agents and other agents are called on more than ever before to serve that need, and you take a lot of care within your business to protect your agents as well as your buyers and sellers.
We do. You know, there are so many great career opportunities in sales of any kind, but real estate sales is a lot of fun, but it can be a lot of work, and it's like having a 24/7 job, right?
Yeah.
I mean, your job is many hours, many times in different hours.
Well, I think this was also a common theme of conversation. I think the world now lives
Absolutely.
in this 24/7, and so to that point, as a realtor, it's got to be tricky because you want your clients to be able to have access to you at the same time. You've got to know kind of how to draw some barriers.
Absolutely, and so many times we get sucked into that serving, which is awesome, but there has to be a thought somewhere along the way of, can I turn my sales job into something more than just a job and into a business? And one of our passions in my world right now is looking at real estate professionals and saying, okay, if you ever do want to retire, can you? And you know, we all think about retirement and we invest in, you know, investments, or maybe we buy properties or whatever we do. But very few of us, particularly in my industry, ever think about the business that we are in. And gosh, can we turn that business into a profit center and something that we can actually gain money from even in retirement?
Okay, I don't know if I can go too far into the weeds with you. I don't know how much you want to reveal,
Sure.
But it's a partnership you have with something called Place.
Correct.
And so what does that mean? What is
Well, it is not a real estate brokerage. You know, there are lots of great companies in town. This is actually a platform that we use to help our real estate agents turn their real estate sales job into a business and run it as a business, develop it as a business, grow it into a business that is something that's not only scalable, but could potentially be sellable down the road.
That's where I thought you were going. Mm-hmm. So this is not an uncommon conversation for you and me to have, because you've been on, in the not too distant past, talking about things you do in your practice to help your realtors be successful, that
Correct.
They can kind of fizzle out pretty quickly, and you help with a lot of training and things.
Well, there are a lot of companies that do a great job of training agents to sell things. And I mean, even in other industries, we're taught sales skills and how to serve our clients, all really important things. But very few of us are ever taught, how do you turn that into a business that is something that perhaps could live beyond what you do?
Okay. Again, we might be tap dancing in the wrong way, but in Blue Ridge yesterday, we had a conversation with somebody. His wife was born and raised there. They're watching out-of-town money come in, kind of that institutional buyer that you and I have talked about. If you decide to build up your real estate business into a sellable business, do you think most realtors would want to sell to yet another individual realtor?
You know, that's a possibility, but even in this particular scenario, you don't have to sell it.
Oh, I
There are
see.
ways to grow it into a business that sustains itself for the future without you being there.
Oh.
And that's by adding people around you, growing leaders in your organization, perhaps bringing on a CEO to help you run your organization.
I
And so
see.
it becomes a business that sustains itself without you necessarily having to be there to sell things.
Okay, so we have about a minute left. You have your agents within your team is place something specific to your agency, or if somebody else is watching it with a different company.
Right. For the moment, I'm the ticket in the door.
Okay.
And you know, we're always looking for talent and looking for opportunities to help other people grow their businesses. I've had a lot of conversations over the past month with people who are interested in looking at what we're doing. So we'd love to talk with them, for sure.
And within your practice, you have buyers agents and sellers agents, is that correct?
Absolutely. And we can show you how to not only be a better real estate salesperson, but we can show you how to grow a team inside our team, should that be something you'd be interested in.
And if you don't yet have your real estate license, 30 seconds left.
We can do that too, absolutely. We've got a great training program to get you up and running in real estate sales very quickly and very successfully.
It's always a pleasure to talk to you. And it is not a surprise that this would be your topic this morning. You like looking out for people. CharlotteMabryTeam.com is the website. Just give their office a call to 593-5588. Thanks.
Seems like CBD stores are popping up on every corner. Make sure you choose a knowledgeable vendor you can trust, like the Hemp House. Choose from products that are locally sourced from farmers we work with directly. Our friendly staff will help you find the right product for you.